Hello everybody, I am Moldy West, and this is Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree once again. In the last episode, we started making more progress here in the Shadow Keep and found our way into the Specimen Storehouse. Freya's got some things going on here.
I'm afraid I'm busy.
Yes, you are. You didn't ask Ansbach to do his Ansbach things, and I tried asking him, but that wasn't it wasn't doing the do. The do was not done, but there is something else that we need to take care of back here at this other cross. We need to speak to Letta, and also maybe the Horn Scent. We have not talked to them since Miquella's spell has been broken. And it's very possible that they may be wanting to do naughty things to my butt now that they're not under Miquella's influence anymore. And there's the Horn Scent.
Intriguing. What remains there to be said? Do you presume us allies even now? Though Miquella's spell is newly broken,
Possibly.
I must profess, the spell mattered little. Uphold his covenant, Miquella shall, and in godhood redeem our rueful clan. Then Marika and vilest Erdtree both will at last be from divinity wrenched. And surely, contented I will be.
I don't know, a lot of people started looking for new purpose in life after their old purpose was fulfilled because it didn't bring them the contentment they wanted, but we'll see.
But first, clear resounds the call of vengeance.
Revenging.
The Impaler, Mesmer, must pay his due.
Oh, we'll get him.
Vengeance for the flames. My blade I wield. How could I allow myself to forget? Revenge alone assures me peace of mind.
We'll get him, Horn Scent, don't you worry.
Think not to hinder me upon my path.
Oh, I won't.
Lest you, too, wish to face the reckoning.
Yeah.
Think not lest you...
Yeah, that's all you have to say. Anyway, Letta! Your stuff ties into Ansbach and Freya's quest.
Oh, hello. Did you feel it? Miquella the Kind's enchantment appears to have broken.
Indeed.
But while my devotion to kindly Miquella remains unchanged, by my troth I am not so sure about the others. No, wait. Perhaps this is a blessing in disguise. I can wield my sword to cull the undeserving, those unfit to bask in tender Miquella's presence. I should have thought of this earlier.
Is that so? You want to kill people who were following Miquella now?
Right. It's time to begin ferreting out those of us who don't deserve to be at kindly Miquella's side.
What about the Horn Scent?
The Horn Scent. On one hand, he trusts Miquella the Kind to bring salvation to his people. With the enchantment lifted, his vengeful passions may once again ignite. But surely he'd be mindful of kindly Miquella's promise. On the other hand, the Horn Scent does present his own dangers. Perhaps your concerns are well-founded after all. Allow me some time to mull it over.
Yeah, you consider Horn
Allow me
Scent and... Well, maybe if we sit down at the Grace and talk to you again, Horn Scent seems to be gone. Maybe he's gone on ahead to seek his revenging. That's possible.
Ah, there you are. It took me long enough, I know. But I've made my decision. I believe it wisest to eliminate the Horn Scent.
Wait, what?
If he were to point his blade at Sir Mesmer or Queen Marika, perhaps it would not matter. But vengeance changes a man. And one day, his blade may turn towards Miquella the Kind. Kindly Miquella is, after all, the true golden child. Even if he discards every last drop of his being, his lineage will always remain.
Okay, I see your reasoning. I also distinctly remember you saying, nah, I'm not gonna kill the horn scent a while back when I played this the first time. And then I was able to talk to you about...
I believe the Horn suspects what I have in mind. He never placed his full trust in me, even under the effect of kindly Mikula's spell. He must have recognized something. The scent of the killer that slept within me. The stench of crusted blood.
Uh-huh. I remember telling you about the horn scent in my first playthrough, and you said, nah, he's fine. And then I told you about Sir Ansbach, and you're like, maybe I should go murder Ansbach. And then I was able to either help you kill him or help him fend you off.
I will follow the horn scent. To have his revenge on Sir Mesmer, there is only one place he will go. The Black Keep.
Yep, that is where we went. That is where I went. That's also where Ansbach and Freya are. So... assuming this happens in the exact same place as it would with Ansbach's side of things, things shouldn't be too out of sorts. It's not exactly the line I was intending to follow, but I shall follow it nonetheless. Take that, you son-bitch! You ought to know better than to come swinging double daggers at me like that as soon as I set foot outside the door. Now, eat dicks and die in a fire. There you go. You lay down and eat my fuck. Now that that's settled, which way am I supposed to go? You've got a thing on your back and it is dark in here. There we go. Now I can see. I can see the little jumpy jumps I have to make to get this revered spirit ash. Yes. And then down here I shall go. Shattered ankles be damned. You be damned. And I will take all the things that are laying around before I go pulling this here lever. And then that makes this happen. It raises and turns, rises and rotates, and that gives us a way forward. Now you just gonna be there reading your books, you're definitely gonna be annoying, so yeah, you get to die. He's reading a book, he's fine, there's power in knowledge, and that power is not getting stabbed by a guy that you attacked for no reason. And now... we climb, we ascend, and we will find ourselves yet another sight of grace. I see you over there with your glowy ass eyes. Can't see much of this blinding ass light, but yep, there you are. Oh. Yep, that's Freya. Freya's over there talking that mess. Maybe I was supposed to come further up before being able to sick fucking letter on Ansbach for that side of the quest. And, hey, you stop that. You're over here trying to heal a man who's already dead. It ain't gonna work. You can't cure death. That's just not how it works. And that's an Ember of Mesmer. And you're a dead guy. I know you were gonna do something. I don't know what. But you were definitely gonna do it. And so I killed you before you could. Behold, look carefully. Yes, I see that sight of grace way over there. But getting to it from here may prove difficult. We've got ourselves another way to go, and yep, there's Freya again. Yep, it's a jumble, all right. Now, let me just see about taking care of you in a very effective method. Just stay right where you are. There you go. Suck on ouch. Okay, stay right where you are and suck on some of this and then ouch. Okay, that didn't go according to plan. That dude is a unique Fire Knight. He got a few moves the other ones don't. And I'm also pretty sure he don't respawn after I murder the absolute fuck out of him. Which would explain why he was able to cause me such problem. And yep, there's your fireball. And there's your death. And now, let us try this again. Yep, I see you there, walking forward all menacingly. Now just sit still and don't snipe me through the power of my comet Azure, you son of a bitch. That is exactly what I asked you not to do. Ouch. Now just stand up, drink the juice, and no more of them shenanigans, okay? There you go. Now, perfect. And so you die. Winged Serpent Helm, Ash of War Flame Spear, eat my fuck before you disappear. And now let me see that helmet. That's not the helmet slot. Yes, there it is. Helm of Kood, Captain of the Fire Knights, a winged serpent perches atop it, enhances Fire Knight skills. The winged serpent is the token creature of Mesmer's military forces. It is a wise friend which keeps the base serpent at bay and holds its power in check. And there's the regular-ass Fire Knight helm. I don't feel like reading that. But I do feel like reading the Ash of War we pulled out of that guy. And that is this. Ash of War, blah blah blah, Flame Spear, Skill of Kood, Captain of the Fire Knights, ready weapon for a thrusting attack and unleash a Spear of Flames straight ahead. Charge attack, increase damage, usable blah blah blah. And there we go. Kood is out of the way. This door here shall now open. And here we have a Skadoo fragment. A nice little skadoosh to go implanting into my bosom. And so, we rest. We rest. We breathe. We take a big nasty shit, and we get that Skadoo all up inside of me. And we also do our revered spirit ashes. And just behind this door lies Mesmer the Impaler. However, there's still more in the storehouse to be done. We needs to go and... I need to stop Letta from killing Hornsent. Or maybe help her kill Hornsent. Also... yeah, there's an elevator right there we have yet to go taken. And you got a sword in your spine. I also want to go and try and talk to Ansbach again. Mayhaps you have more to say this time?
Righteous tarnished. Could you please give this to Freya?
There it is!
Thanks to you, she too will have the answers she requires. Freya possesses a youth I no longer have. This knowledge will surely stoke the flames of valor within her. Yes. I can see her barreling into the fray right now.
There we go. Letter to Freya.
Perhaps I shouldn't meddle in her affairs, but this is the only way I can help.
Indeed. Now then, let's go see about that elevator we haven't taken yet. Take us away! We are going down. I thought we were gonna go up. Guess it's the downies for us and not the uppies. That's just be the way it is. Now let me just figure out which way is the right way and which way leads to treasures that I do or do not want. Be wary of left. Left is being wary of. Yep, that's a big jar. Yeah, you're a big old jar boy. Now, just suck on that sword and don't you be causing me any trouble, mister. Now, what were you guarding with your life? A foot. The foot of a bird, pickled in gold, rat ahead. Yes, you're speaking of somebody who lies about the illusory walls. Good. Good message. We disparage those who lie. Be wary of slug. Yes, I assume you are referring to another liar of the sort whose message is not appearing right now. It is always good when their messages do not appear. People ought to be punished for putting down troll messages like that. And yes, you, sir, just broke your jar all over the floor. And now, you pushed me. How dare you? You don't get to push me. Wall of sparks. Interesting. That's a lot of shit going on down there. Lot of shit indeed. Anyone round this corner? It's a safe enough room, aside from this big, gross, deformed guy who now has a sword wedged up in his spine. And there you go, son. Quit flinging your big, gross body at people. I'd have no hang-ups about letting you live had you simply not attacked me. And Battlefield Peace book cooking. More recipes available to me. I learned to make things. Make things be good. And another flesh guy. Yep, and you got a big weird thing jutting out of your stomach. Yep. There are some optional dungeons that I haven't set foot into that would shed some light onto exactly what these things are. And maybe I'll step into one of them sooner or later. There is one back in the starting area of the DLC over near where we fought that ghost flame dragon that had the great katana in its arena. I very much could have gone into that place. I just simply did not think. No destruction? Yes, you're very right about that. Could not break that pot. That pot's a no-breaker. And you just broke those pots with your own pot. Why you gotta do that, man? Of course, if you look around at the context clues going on here, you can probably piece together exactly what these guys are. You can see that they just come running at you with pots on their heads. And then there's also some of these living jars about. And some that are not necessarily alive. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Those guys are what's inside the jars. They have not yet completed the transformation into living jars. They escaped from their potty prison and now try to smash their faces all over my body. It is quite gross. And you are getting shot full of magic because I feel like doing that to you. And you got some weird ooze coming out of you that would hurt me if I stepped in it. And I don't like the pain of stepping in ooze. Now take that, boy! You sit down and think long and hard about what you've done. And I will take this Iris of Grace. And we will take a quick look at what the Iris of Grace is. I'm pretty sure that's a key item. Or perhaps not. Maybe it's just a consumable. Yes, it is a consumable. I remember now. It can be used as a consumable. And it, takes the effect of using a rune arc. There it is. An iris blessed with an incantation of the Erdtree. Place on the eye of another to grant them the light of grace as a fleeing blessing, can also be used to receive the blessing of an equipped great rune. In the realm of shadow, this artifice was employed by priests of the Erdtree to quell the fears of their flock to magnificent effect. There's also a similar item that we can get. Ooh, hefty cracked pot. Yay. Anyway, there's a similar item that we can get to that. That's, well, it's a dark iris. Something to be used as punishment for those who fail the Erdtree. Oh, you grabbed me. Oh, let me go. You don't get to do whatever it is you was about to do to me. I was able to mash out of that before you even did any grabby damage. Impressive skill. I know. Or maybe you only yanked me over like a scorpion-style get-over-here move. Maybe that's what that was. Not the sort of grab and just do a lot of damage, but just yanking dudes. Makes sense to me if I think about it. And I did just think about it, which is very rare. I don't usually think about things. But sometimes thinking is all we got. Yeah, I see you over there. I heard your little footsteps. Now eat shit and die, man! Quit just trundling towards me. I got places to go. I don't need little pot boys stumbling up into my ass. And now, I'm not anywhere near having a level. I still need yet another 100,000. Anyway, big ass door, you don't open. Little ass door, it's a lot littler and twice as much ass as that door. But yes, this way leads us to another area. An area that we will not be going into just yet. For some reason, I thought that down elevator took us to another part of the storehouse that I seem to have forgotten how to get to. Anyway, let's give that thing that Ansbach gave us to Freya.
I'm afraid I'm busy. Truly.
Yes, Ansbach, and here's the thing.
From Sir Ansbach? To me? What on earth could it... Oh. Yes. Of course. I see. As the Festival of War concluded, General Radahn's soul met an honorable end, but kindly Mikola wishes to revive it, which is fine by me. I know it would pain old Jeren, but war has always suited General Radahn best, and certainly far more than any honorable death. Endless war to invigorate the soul, as befits General Radahn, the Great Lion.
I don't know, I think Radahn would probably want to rest, but what do I know? I'm not a demigod like him. So Ansbach has found that somebody has taken Mohg's body, and Mikola wants to revive Radahn's soul. And he also mentioned something about a soul requiring a vessel. So, sounding like Mikola wants to plant Radahn's soul in Mohg's body. He also mentioned something about doing that for his king consort, which means Mikola wants to fuck his own brother. God damn you, Mikola, why you gotta be so weird? Why couldn't you just be a regular-ass fucking manipulative villain? That would be a lot better than trying to bone your dead brother. Just quit with the weird shit for a moment. We don't need even more incest than we already got in this world, man. Now, if you would be so kind as to get parried like a good little boy, I'd be able to get rid of you and make you eat my fuck. Because, fuck ya. So there you go. Eat that fuck. I know there's another section to this storehouse. I just can't remember for the life of me how to get there. And now you're here, shooting damn fire at me. And yeah, you're gonna turn around before I can get anywhere near you, ain't ya? Oh no. You actually accepted the backstab like a good boy. Now just back the fuck off so we can do this the right way. Can I fucking help you, mister? You are not part of this fight. Don't go sticking your dick in it, cause you're going to die. Now, outside interference eliminated. You get to die as nature intended if I could just fucking move. Now, back it on up. I need to be able to see what it is I'm doing and not be backed up against a goddamn ledge. Okay. I really, really do not like these Fire Knights. Now, if you'd be so kind as to fucking die, there you go. You're dead. Eat my fuck. And give me whatever it is you dropped. Smithing stone, great. Burned through a shitload of flasks for that. Spirit calculus, don't give a shit about that. Wasted my time coming up in here. Now, where do I go to get to that other section of this goddamn storehouse? This feels right, but also not right. Oh? Wait, is this where I first came into the inside of the storehouse from? I do remember annoying little bats who can't mind their own fucking business. Now die, you little turd. And you get to die too, you little turd. And you are gonna go flying off the ledge there. Yes, goodbye, doctor. I'm not even sure if you were a doctor. It just felt fitting to say that, and I don't know why. Anyway, you're dead, and your son's dead. And over here, a nice unguarded item. It's a goddamn smithing stone I'm probably never going to use. So anyway, yeah, I'm believing that this is, yes, we've come through here, god fucking damn it. Maybe by coming through the first floor again, we might find a new way that is now open because of the lever we pulled that changed up the thingamabob. And I can't see jack shit. It's all super dark down here, and the ring light shining in my face does not help. But at least you're dead, and now let me put my goddamn lantern on. There we are. Now I can see in the slightly darker places. Yes, Fire Knight over there. I know there's another way we can go here in the goddamn storehouse. I just can't fucking remember where it is. And yeah, you've got the stick, which means you're gonna be shooting fire. If they're reading books, they're fine. If they're carrying a stick around, they are not fine. These are all lessons I've learned the hard way. There's that Fire Knight. This door doesn't open. We can go over this way. And yeah, there's nothing in there worth grabbing. I see an item on that corpse that Fire Knight is watching over, but I don't feel like going after it. It is simply not worth the ass pain that these guys are capable of causing. Unless they go down easy like this guy just did. And you can eat my fuck. Just like the rest of ye annoying ass Fire Knights. There is always fuck that they deserve to eat. And this is an item, a dueling shield. That is an interesting weapon, and those guys are too stupid to jump over the ledge, but that dueling shield, you are right here. A thrusting shield, or combined weapon and shield, enables the wielder to attack and guard simultaneously, an armament once used in ritual combat performed to honor the Erdtree, a custom that had somehow remained within the realm of shadow. Yeah. Never really felt like actually using one of those weapons, but they're here. And I'm starting to be less confident about there being a new path to take on account of having went and pulled a lever upstairs. Now, you little poison-throwing bitch baby, you die horribly. You stop cowering in your cloud of poison. Quit hiding back there. Come out and face me. What's wrong? You scared? You scared of a big man with a big sword? You should be, because look at what I did to you, and it's about to happen to you. And no more poison will trouble us. But maybe this is the way to get to the other section that I was thinking of. Or maybe not. There's some people who probably have the layout to this place memorized like the back of their hand, and they're sitting there calling me a fucking idiot because this ain't the right way, or maybe it is. I don't fucking know, but you're dead. And now it's your turn, and you ain't cooperating like you should. Okay, now, that's the move I like you doing. I could very easily parry that. Now, as soon as your hand touches the floor, I wind up my shit, and you go interrupting me like a big smelly willy. Now, can you shoot the damn blades into his face? He was right there, and you simply did not shoot the damn blades that were ripe for the shooting. Where's the damn door? Okay, door. You back the fuck off and eat shit and just stop. God damn you and you're fucking tanking through my charged swipes and not getting staggered like you're supposed to. Eat my fuck. And this was all just for a goddamn beast horn. And now we hit the soft cap for vigor. Ain't worth pumping no more levels into vigor. Each level will only give me like 1 point of health. In fact, I can prove it. Look at my health right now, and I actually have my rune arcs hotkeyed down here. I will use one of those, and see that? It barely even inched my health bar up. That's upping every single stat by 5. That's what Godric's rune does. So, yeah, very much not worth charging any more into the vigor. I almost said vitality, but vitality is a different thing. We don't get health out of vitality anymore, as we once did in the past. And I feel like I should be able to Carian Retaliation that golden thing you just blasted me with. Anyway, choke on my meat, boy. Now, where in the fuck? That was our regular way up. So this can't be the way. I know there's a way to go in here that I haven't gone yet. God damn it, I will say that as many times as I need to. And you, I'm gonna have to kick your ass for being alive. None of that. Somewhere in this goddamn storehouse, there is an alternate way to go. And here we are right back at the goddamn entrance to this part of the storehouse. How in the fuck do I get to the other side? There's another side to this place. How do get there? Well, at least fucking Cood stays dead. That's some comfort. Oh my fucking god, did I seriously just have to go this way? Is this all I had to do to get to the other section of the goddamn storehouse? Am I... No, this is where we originally came in from, which means there's probably more stairs this way. No, there fucking ain't. But was there another door right up here as soon as I... Yes. But also not the correct way, and... God, shit in my mouth, why don't you? You're up in here giving me all these shenanigans, and then just... You know what? Let's see if this fucking works. This got me here, but I think this is... Yep, this is right where fucking...
Thank you. Now I finally cast off my misgivings. Give my regards to Honorable Ansbach. Tell him, if we should meet in battle, to face your bow would be fine enough, but to face your blade would be an honor.
Yeah, I'll tell him about that. I forgot to talk to you a second time.
Brave warrior. Perhaps next time, we too will meet on the battlefield.
Indeed. Maybe. I don't know. Let's see that shield you gave us. A shield made to resemble a fierce golden lion with a luxuriant mane, awarded to especially valorous members of Radahn's personal guard on the occasion of its formation. So that's cool. But it also doesn't get us any closer to finding that other goddamn section of the fucking thing. There's another section that I can't fucking remember how to get to. But wait a damn minute. My brain started working. Sure, we could go after Mesmer, but I'm worried that'll fuck up the horn scent Lena thing. And I also just remembered a way of getting into yet another hard-to-reach area. And that way is right here in Morth Ruins, and it wraps around and connects to the outside of Shadowkeep, which has me thinking we might find a way up into the storehouse from there. So, yes, we need to go down from here. However, this drop is too high to survive. And there's a certain hole nearby that puts us down into a safe dropping distance. And I, unfortunately, have no goddamn clue where that is. Which is why we're doing this in a way that shouldn't work, but it did work, at least in the past, and yep. Methinks I jumped to the wrong part of the wall. Very possible they patched out what I was just trying to do. So, might be better to look for that hole in the ground that takes us deeper in there. I think I might have found it once before, and part of me thinks it's at the base of a wrecked tower like that one that I just ran away from. That's where we jumped down just a second ago, and that didn't work, as you had plainly seen. Maybe it's this tower that has the opening we're looking for? Oh, yes, this is promising. Promising. Let me get my damn lantern out, because I can't see jack shit when it gets even the slightest bit dark. Okay. No broken ankles, but an angry shadow dog. That's to be expected, though. Angry shadow dogs be everywhere. Stop doing that. Okay. A few dog wounds for a couple of white flesh mushrooms. But it's fine. Might be some worthless garbage I'm never ever going to use. But I lived to tell the tale, and that's what counts. Now, this way. This is golden horn tender. It will fit perfectly in my urethra. Now let's see this way. This is the way that leads us down into the fucking cavey tunnel hole that we're working our way through. Yes, we are safely down in here now. Nothing can stop us. And now that we've made that little nugget of progress. Well, except maybe these guys. They can certainly try to stop us. Golden arcs. I will see what that is when I'm not under attack. And you quit magicking at me. Eat 1,000 dicks and die of syphilis. Now that spell we just picked up, golden arcs. There it is. Sorcery of the Inquisitors of the Tower wielders an incantation of the spiral. Swing the arm to release a procession of golden arcs. Charging enhances potency. The arcs resemble barbs, a known symbol of coercive questioning. Coercive is a word that I know, but for some reason I thought it was a different word that I didn't know. Well, whatever. I'm still fine. My ankles remain unshattered in spite of that ankle-shattering drop. And we are about to stab this guy. And this is a dead end at the long end of the tunnel. Shadow sunflower. So perhaps this tunnel poops us out in the area we're trying to get to. Yes, a ladder. That is a promising sign. We have yet to see any ladders. And you appear to be leading us up into a well. Who builds a well when there ain't no water to be drawn from said well? They draw it dry. They drew every drop of water out. Now it's just a cave connecting some wrecked-ass town back in fucking Scadu Altus. But here we are, at the top of the ladder, a site of grace in Bonnie Village. So yes, this definitely leads us to a place that we do want to explore. If we follow the road going this way, we'll encounter a furnace golem somewhere around here. And then there's a tower where we'll get a neat cannon. And here's a nice cathedral. And if we follow this road further along, it connects us to fucking the outside edge of Shadowkeep. And I do believe there's an elevator there that'll take us up into the other section of the Storehouse. So, if I am not completely fucking stupid, we'll be able to get there in the next episode, because I'm all out of time for this one. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope to see you again in the next one. Goodbye.